Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today, we're ready for an entertaining battle. It's the Super Bowl champion Philadelphia Eagles and the New York Jets. Nick Folk ready to do the honors. And away we go from East Rutherford. Tank Bigsby here with the return. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. So here come the Eagles for their opening drive. They're led out by the newly minted Super Bowl champion, now in his 6th season, Jalen Hurts.
He just missed that Super Bowl a couple years ago, but Hurts and those Eagles, they got it last year, Kate. And remember, he was the MVP in that win. And kind of like he was all season, he's just a stabilizing force. He makes people around him better, and he's a Super Bowl champ to boot.
They run it with Saquon Barkley. Good start to this one for them. Their first offensive snap picks up 9.
When you script that first 15, Kate, and that first play is a run play, you can't do it better than that.
Well, after a quality effort on the last play, just really need to fall forward here to pick up that first down. Hurts gets it out wide, complete. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum to keep that defense on its heels.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They'll head up first and 10 from the 42. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. That's caught by A.J. Brown. And they make the tackle at the 38. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
Eagles first down. It's a gain of 20 and an Eagle first down.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
First down throwing for Hurts. In big trouble now, and the ball is out. And the Jets recover it. Well, that right there is exactly how you kill some momentum. An early setback, no doubt, but their first time out, fumbling it away in enemy territory, that's tough.
And such a bummer, right? Because the journey was going well. You script for success, you get that ball moving, and then you're right, you just lose all sorts of momentum. Got to recapture it the next time out.
So now it's the Jets getting out on offense for their opening drive. Leading them out now in his 5th season here in the NFL. Won 4 of his 6 starts last year. Justin Fields.
There's still lots of people around the NFL that believe that Justin Fields' best football's in front of them. Major believers of him as an upper-tier quarterback. And the reason why, Kate, is he's got physical traits that are just unique and different. He can run it like a running back, and he can spin a football as well. In fact, that running ability is some of the best in the game. But just continuing to build and refine his game as a passer between the tackles, that will be the key to the longevity of his career.
The rookie out of Alabama, there on the tackle. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
They give on second to Hall. And it's a nice game, but they needed just 1 more yard to move the chains. Moving in the right direction, 5 yards there, but still got a 3rd and 9 coming up.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Fields on 3rd. It's caught by Wilson. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. that one goes for a gain of 11. And it's good enough for a New York first down. I know it's early, Brock, but that felt kind of big. A lot of momentum generated from that turnover was about to disappear if they didn't convert.
Yeah, there actually is some pressure on this opening series to score. I know pressure's a privilege, but that turnover gave them some early momentum, but it won't just disappear if they'll fail to score. We'll actually head to that other sidelines. Listen, this guy's reputation certainly precedes him in any game he's on the field, but it doesn't always keep QBs away from challenging him, especially early. But you know what will deter quarterbacks? Results, and those are the results he's looking for.
Second down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. Hall running between the tackles. Ran into a wall that time. A couple of guys able to hold him right at the line of scrimmage, so third down now. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
Air it out on third. Completed to his... Oh, lost it on the hit. But it bounces out of bounds, so they'll retain possession. All right, so they're facing fourth down now, but they are grateful, no doubt, to be facing it. After that sideline right there saved them on the fumble.
Yeah, saved them, Kate, not just on the field, as you're saying, but on the scoreboard. Would have hurt to fumble it away inside field goal range. But thanks to that ball bouncing out, will they get a chance to try a field goal? Who knows? Maybe even go for it.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And they're able to get 3 points off that turnover.
I'd say all in all, that's the exact type of start this team was looking for. 2 possessions in, they've got the lead, and a little early momentum with that field goal.
It's all lined up. Folk ready to send this one flying. Bigsby with the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Now for the second time this game, we're going to look at the Philly offense. And their defense held up after that fumble. Only gave up 3, so time for this offense to make it up to them. Get some points of their own. All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. Robbed by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffled around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. They go to Barkley again. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first.
And an Eagles first down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Some offenses, well, they prefer to go run in that RPO situation. It's a safer call, a little more conservative. But in this case, it gets them just as many yards as a short completion would have.
Going to the ground again on first. Nothing doing on the outside there. No gain on the run. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
As a corner in this league, oh, you can go to the Pro Bowl if you can cover. When you want to be an all-pro, you stick someone like that.
At the 33-yard line.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Here's another carry for Barkley. He's got room to roam. And he's taken down as he takes this to the 38. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset?
Eagles first down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So all he needed to see right there before the snap. Defense way overcommitted to stopping the quick pass. Became really easy to hand it off and watch that running back do the rest.
New set of downs for him at the 38. A throw left side, caught by Brown. make the stop. We're going to say it about the 37-yard line.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the Jets' 37-yard line.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Escapes his grasp. He's going to keep it this time. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
It's a gain of 21 yards. That's another Eagles first down.
I don't ever want to be a defensive coordinator. They do so many things right to take away the pass, and then what happens? Well, you get a quarterback that lowers his head, gashes the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game. You take away the pass, but you can't stop the QB run.
Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Hurts now from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you could take a lick at any time.
Leading 4 here on 3rd down. This is going to be the 9th play of this drive. Hurts. He's caught. He's got Brown. And this drive is going to continue. He's taken down at the 2 on 3rd down. And they've got themselves a 1st and goal.
Eagles first down. 1st and goal, Philadelphia.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Barkley can't quite pass that line. They stop him at the 3.
They just could not even find a sliver of breathing room on that first down, and this is not an envious spot for this play caller to be in. I don't know what you go to now.
Ball still at the 3 as they get set for 2nd and goal. It's Barkley again. And he's not going to make it. Made a little progress, but they stall him at the 2. Only a yard that time. A defensive stand brewing here, and it brings up 3rd and goal. Only a solitary field goal so far as we're through 1 quarter. Just 3-0 is our score. More from MetLife coming right up. We're back and excited to start the 2nd. Eagles in a nice spot to put up points. Hurts now on 3rd and goal. And he gets in. Touchdown, Philadelphia! The Eagles take a 2nd quarter lead. Dallas Goedert the touchdown. Well, good luck stopping the big fella that close to the goal line, Brock. I've always thought that the distance right there is just made for tight ends to score touchdowns.
Yeah, and it's not just the sport that you also love to cover in basketball. It's all about matchups. You get near the red zone and into the end zone, matchups become critical. And when you got a dude like this that's a mismatch maker, you feed him.
Now Jake Elliott on to attempt the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Eagles take a 4-point lead.
Eagles 7, Jets 3.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff.
For Philadelphia.
Here's Isaiah Davis on the return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
The Jets take over.
Now for the second time this game, we get a look at the New York offense. And they'll have a little momentum as they take the field here after their kicker drilled a deep one to end their last drive with points. Jets getting ready for this 1st and 10. They start the drive with Hall. And the power play up the gut, resulting 2 yards.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now, 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Here's Hall once more. Ooh, they're on that one. 2nd down's going to end up in a loss of yards. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Well, right side, caught by Wilson. Ooh, and he's out of bounds before he can break it upfield.
Never eat shredded wheat. Northeast, south, and west, right, Kate? And I like on 3rd downs, north and south. You start going east to west and eating that wheat, you could run into problems just like that.
Now on 4th down, here's Austin McNamara out to punt for the Jets. He has it at the 22. And he's hit before he can get anything on that return. The Eagles and Saquon Barkley ready to take over once again. And the last time they had it, they ran it down the field on him. I'd expect some better resistance up front if they try that again. Eagles getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. On the play fake, it's Hurts. Oh, look at this, here he goes. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
That's good for an Eagles 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a 1st down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
Has it in close. And he's quickly taken down with a gain across midfield. They're now to the opposing 47. It's a pickup of 11. And that's a Philadelphia 1st down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
He's got it. And they get there to take him down right around the 41.
There's no question, Kate, that the big plays down the seam or will make tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, it gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
Offensive line, this is 2nd and 4. Back to throw, Hurts. Looking slant route, complete. And he stopped almost immediately after that catch. He's down at the 30. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
1st and 10 now from the 30. Hurts yet again. Short pass brought in. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line.
Hey, you like these results on 1st. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. And again, here's Hurts. That's caught. It's Saquon Barkley. And he's out of bounds on a gain that takes him into the red zone, Brock, inside the 15. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Philadelphia.
All set now, 1st and 10. From the red zone on 1st. From the pocket, looking for a target. And they get him right at the line of scrimmage.
The positive of that effort, he didn't go backwards, didn't have a negative play. If there was a negative, you didn't get a whole lot done with your legs. Got to be more efficient now on 2nd down.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Throwing here, Hurts. And he has it in the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles now lead by 10. A.J. Brown, the touchdown. That was just gorgeous football right there. He saw the window, just had to wait for his guy to flow toward it, and that pass fit in beautifully for the touchdown.
Kate, this is one of those moments where a quarterback's got to take his pre-snap read and make sure he confirms it quickly post-snap. And when he does, and he's got space to fit that post in, like you said, it's a thing of beauty.
Elliott on now to attempt the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Eagles drive their lead to 11.
14, Jets 3.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. On the return, here comes Davis. They'll have decent field position to begin with here, Brock. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. The Jets offense now set to take over. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
They've got 1st down from the 31. Play action, Fields. He smartly won't risk anything here. Just chucks this away.
That was a situation where he got the time in the pocket he needed. There just wasn't anyone open to throw it to. It got to the point he had 2 choices as that clock is going off in his head. Force to throw and risk a pick, or just get rid of it and cut your losses on the play.
After the incompletion, still at that 31-yard line, 2nd and 10. Hall takes it straight ahead. So a solid gain there, Brock, but still 3rd down and short that they've got to figure out now as they pick up 9 on that previous play.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. Fields sneaking it. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. A 1-yard gain on the play. And it'll give the Jets a 1st down.
That's good for a Jets 1st down.
Everybody understood the assignment right there. For one guy, the quarterback, get the snap and make the marker. For the other 10, drive like mad, push like crazy, and create that space for the 1st.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Running back sent in motion left. Fields gets it out wide quick. And this is going to go as a gain of about 3 before he's met and escorted out.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason, where one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Shotgun snap to Fields. Now he takes it. They're across the 40. Nice run here. And Field slides down safely as he picks up the first.
It's a gain of 22 yards. And the Jets, first down. First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So it's the 2-minute warning here from MetLife. The Jets trailing in the early going. Ball at the 33 for first down. From the gun, it's Hall. And they limit the damage just a few yards on that game. Brought down by Jahan Campbell.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Man in motion here. Field throwing here. Steps up, and he's running with it. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it's good enough for a New York first down.
That's another Jets first down. First and 10.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Working inside the red zone. And he's going to take this across. Touchdown, New York! The Jets make it a one-score game before halftime. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. And he sure did.
Nick Folk now for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Jets cut the lead down to 4.
Eagles 14, Jets 10.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Xavier Gibson now to return. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Eagles taking over now late in the first half. And we're down inside 50 seconds to play. Enough time to at least get into field goal range. First call here coming from the shotgun. Play action, Hurts has it. That one gonna go against the D.
That's interference. Defense.
So a little too much contact on the part of the defender, and the officials flag him for it. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. On first and 10, it's Hurts. Completed left side to Smith. This one is stopped after about a 5-yard pickup. The tackle made it to 45. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Five still to go here. This is second down. Operating from the gun. Here's Hurts. He keeps it and takes off. And Hurts gives himself up after getting that first down. Philadelphia going to spend its second timeout.
That's good.
And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down. Hurts looking to throw. This one's caught. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Okay, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes, just like that.
Finds his back. Here's Barkley. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. Now with 2 seconds left, we get the expected timeout from this offense. They're in great shape to get 3 here entering the half. Jake Elliott out to put up 3 for the Eagles. Ball on the right hash, the distance 43 yards. Elliott connects there and add 3 to their lead as it extends to 7. So we have a one-score game here at the break. Now it's time for the EA Sports Halftime Report. Scott Hansen, take it away.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Thanks for that update, Scott. Welcome back, everyone, for the third quarter. Got a one-touchdown game here as we get you back down to the field. Elliott's all set for the kickoff.
For Philadelphia.
On the return, here comes Davis. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. So to begin the third quarter, the New York offense returning to the field. They'll look to knot up this game right now as they trail 17-10. The New York offense ready to get going here. It's 1st and 10. Fields out of the gun. Flushed out of the pocket. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for second down.
That is not the way they needed to come out of the locker room here to begin the second half. Trailing, you got to play with a sense of urgency. You got to protect your quarterback, and they didn't either.
Need to shake off that sack and quick. Here comes 2nd and 13. Out of the shotgun, Fields. He can run it. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
A gain of 19 yards. That's good for a Jets first down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
When a play breaks down, every once in a while, you got to be able to make a play with your legs. His offense counts on that ability to evade pressure and occasionally make plays just like that one.
Shotgun snap, a gift to Hall. By a man, he's in the clear. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Brought down on the effort by Quinion Mitchell.
That result right there is why coaches all across all levels of football on defense talk about good, solid tackling, Kate. It's not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when you can bring a guy down, you're able to, and keep them from piling on those yards.
Fields to throw it. He's going to pull this one down and run with it. And Field slides down safely as he picks up the first.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
Fields on first down. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be second down.
Everybody wants to play quarterback until a play like that. Almost no resistance off the ball and the defense ready to maul you. It was all he could do to get rid of it before he gets just clocked.
From the 40, here comes 2nd and 10. Coming right is home. And this drives him back at a field goal range, Brock, as he's stopped for loss of yardage. Their dominance against his ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number one is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
Offense going with a 4-receiver set, 3rd and long. Third and long for him here. Brought in. And he'll go out of bounds close to the 35-yard line.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
So on 4th down, here comes Nick Folk to attempt this for the Jets. Ball spotted on that right hash, 53 yards out. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
Well, that's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2 for 2 for this kicker.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Bigsby with the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. Now the Eagle offense headed back out to the field. And they were able to contribute 3 points to the lead their last time out. Another chance to build on that advantage here. All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10. They'll start this one out with Barkley. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
First play of the drive, lost a yard. Need to get it back and some change here. 2nd down. Hurts. Finds him over the middle.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush your pass. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Extra man in the secondary for the Jets now. 3rd down. Motion man left is Brown. Hurts with it on 3rd and short. He lobs this up left sideline, looking for something big. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Devontae Smith, the intended target. And that leaves them with 4th and 5.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
Now on 4th down, on comes Braden Mann to boot this away for the Birds. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. Now here comes the New York offense. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Nice field position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10. Drive starts with an option, right side. Have him gain about a handful there. Hit made by Josh Uche.
That's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
First down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5. On the counter, Hall. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. That's the long-tenured Brandon Graham with the stop.
These are the kind of runs, Kate, that just soften up a defense. Keep working on them, keep working on them. And eventually you're going to break one of those counters for even bigger yardage.
To the line, here's 3rd and 3. He'll work against the blitz. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
It's a gain of 8. That's good for a Jets. First down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
There's no question the greatest concern there was just getting the first down. You want a high percentage throw, and you're not really concerned about big yards. Well, the drag route was perfect. He comes open in the short field. It's easy to zip that throw right in there and reset those chains.
Hall running between the tackles. 3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Fields looking to throw. Throw is caught. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. That's good for 7 yards. And it'll give the Jets a first down.
First down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Now Fields. Finds the in route complete. And he stopped at the spot he made the catch, so give him, looks like the 27 on that completion. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it's good enough for a New York first down.
10 at the 27-yard line.
Off the play fake, it's Fields. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
I'm not going to be surprised at all, Kate, if we see more of this. Just trying to find some answer. Extend plays, be creative, try different things, because nothing really consistently has gone well for him today.
They'll try something else from the 27 this time. 2nd and 10. Davis gets it from the gun. Good running there to get around 6, but now they've got 3rd down.
When you don't have great success on first down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune 3rd down situation.
Fields now on 3rd. This gets the first and more. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. That one goes for 15, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
That's good for a Jets. First down. 1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
A pistol snap, Fields. And he will score. Touchdown, New York. The Jets take a lead just before the end of the 3rd. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
Folk on now to try the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Jets push their lead to 3.
Eagles 17.
It's all lined up. Folk ready to send this one flying. Bigsby with the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Philadelphia getting ready to go on offense. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. They'll start this series with an option left. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on 1st down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 33-yard line.
This is the end of the 3rd quarter. It's the Eagles in possession to start. They trail, but that lead is within reach. Seven yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. Hurts now from the gun. Finds Barkley underneath. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
First down throwing for Hurts. Short pass brought in. And this one doesn't go far.
We give a lot of credit to receivers, and rightfully so, Kate, for them going into coverage and making a catch. I don't think we give enough credit to tight ends. I know they're big, I know they're physical, but to go into double coverage, take that contact, and come away with the catch, that's a big-time effort.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Shotgun snap for Hurts. He'll try and run this. And Hurts gives himself up after getting that 1st down.
A 7-yard gain. That's good for an Eagles 1st down. A gain of 7.
You know, that's one of those little mental Rolodex plays. Right before the snap, you know if the read isn't there, that option isn't there, you can use your legs to make the adjustment and go get the 1st down.
Offense is set. 1st and 10. They go play action. Here's Hurts. He lobs this one up, looking deep to the right side. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
That was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. Now Hurts. It's a screen to Barkley. And that will not be enough for a 1st down.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
Hurts gets it out wide, complete. And they're going to get just inside that red zone on the big play, down to the 19. It's a gain of 22, and that's good for an Eagles first down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On third down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play.
First down, a run with Barkley. Winning there full steam ahead, but he ran out of steam pretty quickly. No gain on that one.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. And he has it in the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia! The Eagles take a fourth-quarter lead. A.J. Brown, the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game.
A receiver this skilled, well, he's got every route in his back pocket, but sometimes simple is better. No complicated cuts, no double moves. You just go run right by him.
Now a try to go up by 4, put it out of the range of a field goal. The point after splits the uprights. And the Eagles take a 4-point lead.
Eagles 24, Jets 20.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Wangu now to return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Jets are headed back out there now, led by Justin Fields. And this is the type of game that's going to get people talking when people look at the numbers that he's posted running with it. New York to the line, 1st and 10. Off play action, it's Fields. He takes it himself. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
Kid, if you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions, completions, completions. Well, that wasn't a pass, it was a scramble. But Annette's the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
Just a yard left to go on second down. On the keeper, here's Fields. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Fields. A gain of 9 yards. And the Jets, first down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
The difference right there, Kate, between that gain and a big hit for a loss, some really quick decision-making. He made a quick read, saw the running back was going to get hit if he handed it, and he pulls it himself for a positive gain.
Finds a man. Mason Taylor has it. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. It's Hall on the carry. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. And it'll give the Jets a first down.
1st and 10.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
Ball at the 33 for first down. Shotgun snap to Fields. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
I think that was a throw, Kate, that just came a little bit too late. What it did is it gave that defense time to come up and deliver a pop and knock the ball loose before he could secure it fully.
So still 10 to go on second from the 33-yard line. Fields out of the gun. Looking underneath here for Hall. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
It's a gain of 6.
You know, these running backs today, they are so versatile. It doesn't matter if they're running it, or in this case, same principle applies on routes out of the backfield. You don't get somebody close to him, that throw is headed his way.
3rd down and 4 now. This is the 7th play in this drive. Looking to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a 1st down right in their midst. But that force, that contact, separated man from ball.
Down a score. They're going to go for this on 4th down. Desperation time here. Oh, he's going to run for it. And their next snap is coming from that red zone as he reaches the 14. It's a 13-yard pickup, and no worry at all on their side from being able to reach that marker on 4th down. That was impressive.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
I can tell you what, that was the goal from the moment he took off. Kept his eyes locked on the chains and made sure he set them up with a new set of downs. Well done.
1st and 10. Here's Fields. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And they've got a little extra distance now to make up here on 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 19 at the Eagles' 23-yard line.
So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from New York. Jets needing 4 points. Pass rush could be coming again after that last sack, Brock. Let's see here, 2nd and 19. They'll motion him out of the backfield. Out of the shotgun, Fields. Hits him on the out route. And he's going to go out with a pickup of 3. So chipping away a few here ahead of this 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
There's no routes on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
4 guys out wide. Here we go, 3rd and long. Here he is to throw. And he has the touchdown through what looks like some defensive pass interference. So I think, Brock, thinking this catch should stand.
Pass interference. Defense.
They waited a little extra second there, didn't they? Maybe a little bit of a taunt to the other sideline, Brock, before they declined that call. That touchdown's going to stand.
All good in love and football. just a good a little penalty taunt.
Extra point upcoming. This to put it to a field goal game. And he shakes out the pressure to nail the point after, and now an opposing field goal would only tie this game.
27, Eagles 24.
It's all lined up. Folk ready to send this one flying. Gibson now to return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Philadelphia's offense back out for another drive. They find themselves down here in the fourth after that touchdown. This game could end up depending on how they respond right here. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Setting up to pass. Throw right side, caught by Smith. And he's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little short of the 35.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. Back to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And that's a Philadelphia 1st down.
This running back is a mismatch maker. That's how I label him on my little sheet right here. Right under his bio. This guy just creates matchup nightmares for every defender on the field.
He's going to tuck it and run. There he goes again. And they bring him down, but not before he advances it all the way to the 20. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
Obviously, a defense wants to take away all the reads and prevent any kind of big throw for the 1st down. Fine. While this QB, he'll just lower his head and gash the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game.
Here he is to throw. Finds him over the middle. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up. He'll look to throw it. Completed left side to Smith. And they're not going to have to burn a timeout. Smart play here. He gets out of bounds with the 1st down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
Got that chip shot in their back pocket to tie it. A chance at the lead here first, though. 1st and goal. Oh, he taps it quick to the receiver coming across here. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line. Philadelphia going to spend its 2nd timeout. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal.
2nd and goal.
So from the 3, here's 2nd and goal. Here's Hurts. Finds his back. Here's Barkley. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
It may not look like much on the stat sheet. This is kind of good on good. An offense gets a completion, not going backwards. And a defense, well, they rallied, they pursued, and kept that screen to a minimal gain.
Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for 3rd and goal. Looking to throw it. And he's in, and that's a touchdown. And with almost no time left, he just likely won them this game. Absolutely clutch score there, Brock, as they take the lead here in the final minutes.
Incredible execution. The moment not too big for any of them. And Kate, they cashed in when it really mattered.
And it's good, so they take the lead, and the extra point buys them some breathing room. A field goal does not tie it now.
Jets, 27.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff.
Philadelphia.
And it goes for a touchback, so time enough for one, maybe two final plays here.
35-yard line.
Nice field position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun. Completed over the middle. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. Now a timeout is called, and they're going to have to set up for one final heave towards that end zone.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Here he goes, one final shot. He's stepping up and takes off with this one. And field slides down safely as he picks up the first. So the Eagles will fly out of here with their own win. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with a victory. So that puts a bow on this one. For my partner Brock Heward and everyone involved on our crew, I'm Kate Scott signing off. This has been another presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Eagles are winners as we say so long from New York.